there, Aries. I couldn't see the timer. Welcome to your June 2024 General Tarot Update. It's Raina here. Just doing a simple, oops, I didn't want to show that to you. Well, it is what it is, isn't it? I'm doing a simple four card spread because of it being a little late in the game, in the month. So I'm just going to pick this one. Set this aside, and now we're going to pick a sacred geometry card for you. I just cut the deck. These are very glossy. Very... So for the month of June, the first card we have here is the Eight of Wands. So this is fast movement. Your wands. Fire. The fire element is very progressive, meaning that moving forward, looking ahead, not looking backwards, not attached to the past. But to me, in particular, this really can speak to movement in your life. Maybe it felt like things were kind of at a standstill, and now everything just kind of heats up. And certainly post-eclipse in your sign, that would make a lot of sense. So, are you ready to receive those opportunities that will present themselves? I think the average Aries person is very capable of acting in the moment if something were to come about just very suddenly. Wheel of Fortune. Well, we know one thing. We know that Jupiter, this card is connected to Jupiter. Well, we know that Jupiter has changed signs. And now Jupiter is in Gemini. For Aries people, this is your third house. And I'm only talking about from the perspective of, if you're listening, if you're listening for your sun sign, you're going to have a separate rising sign. Your natal chart will be likely very, very different than that. But just to keep it simple, just talking about Jupiter in Gemini and where that falls for you. That's the third house that Gemini rules in astrology and is all about communication, all about, it could be social media. It can be teaching something to someone, learning something from someone, your local area. All of these things are featured when Jupiter's in the third house. There's a sense of expansion in a local kind of a way. So that could sometimes mean that the person is aligned with living somewhere where they do have a strong presence locally. That maybe there is harmony in your local area, or some kind of like it's very lucky for you in some way. The Wheel of Fortune is all about being in alignment, being fortunate about something. So that may be something that is a theme for you in June. It can be travel though. So if that's something that you're already planning, then that would make sense. We have the Seven of Pentacles. This can be a card of watching something grow that you're putting energy into. I will say that with the Eight of Wands, you may get a job offer, maybe like you're fielding job offers, and in some cases travel could be indicated. But also with relationships, this might be something new that you're trying to see. It's like a whirlwind romance or something, but you're trying to see if it really can last. You know, the Pentacles are about being grounded, not just a flash in the pan. Nine of Swords. This is a card of anxiety. I do feel that since this is June, and you do start to have planets going into the fourth house of home and family, that can certainly make it a little bit emotional, and you might be apprehensive about something. Let's pick a clarification card just right off the top here. King of Pentacles. So yeah, you know, I was going to say that there's a full moon in your 10th house in June, and this is the king can be the father. It's funny, King of Pentacles. That sounds to me like a, you know, that it reminds me of like the 10th house being Capricorn, and then the 10th house being the father. At least some people will say, I believe it is. And you have a full moon here, so that can stir things up about that person in your life, or authority figures in general. And sometimes if somebody has had like kind of a rocky relationship with their father or stepfather, then that tends to transfer. They transfer that to bosses, for instance. But the King of Pentacles can be a great money card. Maybe somebody who is, you know, maturing. That was the word that came into my mind with these issues. And it's like you're able finally to kind of handle responsibility, including financial responsibility, at the top level in a mature way. Let's look at the sacred geometry card. Oh, wow. I got the same exact card I got for another sign. I'll just read it for you. It's number 38. Remembrance. The frequency of remembrance supports our memory of everything we have gone through as a soul and body, providing us with valuable information and tools to flow gracefully with and in this life. So it's like, and it's funny because, you know, as I was saying, I can't remember what the other sign was, but I just got this card, and I was saying, you know, there is the mundane mind, and that is the third house. That is what I was referencing earlier. And that's what helps us navigate this world. But it shouldn't be confused with consciousness, which is that higher mind, which is always connected to God, source energy. And that's where you obtain the higher truths, higher information, and that is something that some people, they refuse to tap into because they're so attached to the mundane mind. So this is about hooking up with that higher mind for sure. Okay, that's what I have for you, Aries. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a private reading, I do astrological readings a lot as well. I have package deals. Please click on the link below for more information. Take care. Bye.